Mayor Sylvester Turner and Houston police have spoken about the case as well. They say they do expect murder charges to be brought against Darian Vince at some point, but those charges won't be handed out until the medical examiner confirms the remains are those of Maleah. Our Matt Doherty has been speaking with officials at the medical examiner's office. He has the latest now on that part of the investigation.
A spokesperson with the medical examiner's office says that body found in Arkansas yesterday is here now, but she says a determination on its identity won't be released anytime today. The body that was found in Arkansas yesterday arrived here in Houston at 11:30 last night. Activist Quanell X was there as the plane landed. He's allegedly the only one able to secure the information that led to the whereabouts of the body.
It's been a very, very, very rough day. It's been a mentally, spiritually, and psychologically draining day. But I just want to say to everybody here in the city of Houston, and everybody around the world that has prayed for Maleah, she's home. She's back home.
Today, a spokesperson with the medical examiner's office confirmed the body is here at the Harris County Forensic Science Center. This is where tests will be performed, and an official determination on its identity is expected to be made. We don't know how long that could take. We've already been told the information won't be released anytime today. For much of the day, we've been trying to connect with some of the people linked to Maleah Davis. We've reached out to more than half a dozen of her relatives, many of whom we've spoken with in the past, but were unable to connect with them. A neighbor told us yesterday Maleah's mother, Brittany Bowens, moved last week and doesn't know where she is. Outside of her apartment unit, a memorial has been started. It's the last place Maleah was ever seen. We also reached out to the Harris County DA's office to find out if it expects that charges will be upgraded against Darian Vince sometime this weekend. We have not heard back. From the Texas Medical Center, standing for Houston, I'm Matt Doherty, KHU 11 News.
And that memorial that Matt mentioned is at her apartment complex in southwest Houston. People are leaving flowers, notes, and toys. This case has captured the hearts of people around the world.